Hello. Hi, this is Laura. Who's online from Remax? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Give them option.
Hi, Sahil. Are you there? Hi,
Yes, I'm
Sahil.
there.
Hi,
Hi, how
Sahil.
are
How
you?
are you? I'm good, and you? So you're there. Mohammed is there, and Imran is there.
I
Can
think
you
we are
hear?
all at different
Hi,
locations in different cities, and I can't see who all are there.
Okay. So do you want me to start now? I'll wait another 5 minutes.
Give me a couple of minutes. I have a WhatsApp group on which I'll ask who all have already joined.
Okay.
Or what
What
people can
about?
do is I'll request everybody who can hear me just type on the chat box and let Laura know if you guys are there, and so that
Okay.
we can start. I'll write on the
Okay.
WhatsApp group as well and
Sahil.
confirm it to you in 2 minutes.
What we're doing here today is we're showing the agents, or we're showing your team, when a developer registers on Relopedia, what is the benefit for the developer and what is the benefit for the agents as long as they're registered agents with Remax. Correct? Sahil, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, your voice was completely breaking. I couldn't hear anything that you said. You'll have to
Okay,
repeat, unfortunately.
hold on a second. Where can I type? Here? Where do I type?
You're the
Sahil, can you see my message?
Oh yes, I think that's correct. That's the agenda, and I think the team is joining. I think we have around 4, 5 logins. Probably you would be able to see, right? How many logins are there?
I have Shrikant, I have you, Mohammed, and Imran.
Okay, okay. So probably four territories or four cities are they are being represented right now. I think we'll have a
Okay.
login from Delhi anytime right now, and another one maybe from Ahmedabad. So we'll have to give us a couple of minutes before everybody logs in.
That's fine. That's fine. Hi, Shrikant. How are you? It's not clear for some reason. Okay. Sahil, when you're ready
I think
to
probably
go,
some
just
people are on
type.
mute. They might be traveling or something. Probably some people would be on mute. That's the reason
Don't,
maybe they're not interacting.
not a problem. Just type when you want me to start.
Sure, sure. I'll do
Okay.
that.
I'm ready. I'm waiting for you. I'm going to mute you now so that it's clear. But if you have any questions,
Sure.
please ask me questions along the way and I'll stop and I'll answer you. So here, we'll just change this to my name is Peter. We'll keep it blank. And we will just have to register as a developer. Then how to register.
Normally, user if someone is asking to register an account on a live chat, I'm starting on this one.
Perfect.
To start, go down here and then I think this one.
Yeah, exactly. Sahil, we have 8 attendees. Sahil, we have 8 attendees now. Sahil, are you there? What's happening?
It's on your side.
Sahil, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sahil?
I can. Yes, we can go ahead. We have
We
around
can
8 to
start?
9 people already logged in. Yes, we
Okay.
can start. Yes.
Okay, so hello everyone, and thank you for all attending. I will keep you on mute, but please use the questions if you have any questions along the way. So I will mute. What? I have a question already.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yes, we can go ahead. Okay, terrific. Okay, let me just mute Sahil. There we go. So hello everyone. Thank you very much for today. Please make sure to ask me any questions so that I can address them as we go through this presentation. So the purpose of today's presentation is to show you what a registered agent with Remax India can do by representing a developer online. And also we will be showing you what how an agent can represent other developers on Realopedia that are in Dubai and eventually in other locations as well. So let me start. So just for those of you that do not remember what Realopedia is about, it is building a global network to connect real estate brokers, developers, agents, corporate affiliates on a central platform where you can link, build referral networks, connect, and expand your monetary reach through a trusted network of agents and professionals. Corporate affiliates are anyone that represents the industry, from an architect to a gallery owner to a banker to a loan officer to an interior decorator. Anyone that supports the industry can be a member on Realopedia. So this gives you information as well as a data bank of real estate insight, news, and so forth. Sahil, this is something we definitely want to speak to Remax India about, to provide data for investors and give credit to Remax India on Realopedia for this data. Now, again, it's all about connecting, building your networks. As we know, everything is heading online, from blockchain technology to AI to buying property online. to booking property online, and Realopedia is in the forefront of this as a technology platform. Again, a little bit of the advantage that when you're speaking to developers and telling them why they should be on Realopedia, it's a global real estate e-marketplace, an online booking network hub for members. It's very cost effective. We build trusted partnerships. We have performance and accountability where we can rate the members, we can rate the agents, we can rate. It's a very good way for Remax India to be able to rate their agents, and also a very good way for developers to be rated by customers in terms of data that they see from developers. And again, it has a knowledge hub of research, analytics, industry reports. We create webinars, so we can create webinars for developers where we can invite the members of Realopedia to the webinars, agents globally, to be able to link with you as Remax India for developers that you represent. So it's a fantastic tool to take on a global scale. The circle of trust is very important. You cannot be an agent on Realopedia from India if you're not registered with Remax India. You cannot be a freelancer, in other words. You can be with other real estate companies, I suppose, but you have to be a registered broker to be part of a network. We do not accept freelance agents, and we don't accept developers registering without being verified, which means that any developer that would come to us from India that would register, we would come back to Remax India and we would ask you to verify them to be able to be visible on the Realopedia platform, because we would want you effectively to represent that developer. So if you look at when a developer registers on Realopedia as a classic account, they would have to upload their license, they would have to upload and agree to the terms and conditions and so forth, and then we would send an email to you as Remax India and ask you to verify the developer and represent them online. What a developer, when he uploads his project, he uploads his inventory via an API or XML, they upload their floor plans, and they build a marketing resource library for agents. This is what a developer will see when he comes to his dashboard. Once he's registered, and I will speak in a while if this is something that you would like us to take you through. I don't think you need to, you just need to understand the concept of it. Once a developer is registered, they have a dashboard that represents the number of projects that they have, the inventory, the DPAP, which is a developer's preferred agents program for agents, and different leads or networks that they receive online. Once they click their profile, they will be directed to their profile page. So this is a profile page of a developer. This is where they can edit their general information. This is where they have their dashboard with their details, who they are, where are they registered, which part of India are they in, and so forth. Their projects would be uploaded onto the Realopedia dashboard. So if a viewer from anywhere is clicking onto a developer's profile page, they would see the developer's logo, and they would see the different projects that this developer X has uploaded onto Realopedia, with details on the right-hand side that is relevant to the project. When they have uploaded their project, which is there's another tutorial for that. Once they have uploaded their project, they can manage their project, they can manage their inventory, they can manage their leads, they can manage their profile, they can manage the memberships. Again, they have their dashboard that they can always link back to at the top right-hand corner. So this would be project A, project B, and so forth with the data. Their inventory per project would be uploaded. The buttons that you see here and the inventory that you see, what happened? Just a second. I've lost my data. Where's my project? Just a second, everyone, please. Okay, is my screen still shared? Can somebody type and say yes? Let me find Sahil. Sahil, can you still see my screen? Sahil, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can, but not in the slideshow mode. We can still see all the slides, so probably you have to click on the slideshow mode. Yeah.
I'll put it in the slideshow.
Yeah.
I just want, because it just disappeared. I don't know
Yeah,
what happened.
perfect. We can see that. We can see that. Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, I'll mute you again. Okay, so this gives the developer the opportunity when he's uploading his project, the developer's uploading his project, he's uploading his floor plans, he's uploading his video, he's uploading his data. But what the user that's logging into Realopedia does not see, they do not see the phone numbers and the addresses of the developer. And the reason why is that this developer module empowers real estate agents. So we do not want investors to be able to reach developers directly. The investors will only be able, when they click onto an inventory, let's say they want to click a unit in any one of these units and they want to reserve it, or they want more information, the link that they're going to be the link that is going to appear to them is going to be one of the approved agents. So it would be a RE/MAX agent in the IP zone of that developer. So let's say if the investor is from Mumbai and they are clicking a developer's project, and the developer's project is within a certain IP zone, it is that agent that is in that IP zone that will get the investor's details. If there are 5 agents that are in that same zone, the agents will be sent to the RE/MAX office, and it's the RE/MAX office that determines which agent is going to get the investor's details. So we empower the agents as long as they are registered agents. We empower the agents. We don't empower the developers. The developers are there to showcase their inventory, but they have to be represented through an agent network. If an agent from the United States hears about project in Mumbai, Pune, or wherever in India, then that agent that clicks onto that unit will be directed to the real estate agent in India that's within the zone of the approved agent. And if there isn't an agent, it will go to the RE/MAX office. So it's all about empowering the real estate agents. So it's very important that only agents that are registered are on Realopedia. You can manage your leads as a developer, you can view the profile, you can manage, this managing part doesn't go to, this managing part goes to the developer, but it's the agents that they will see. So if it's an agent from RE/MAX, if it's an agent from another area of India from RE/MAX, those are the leads that the developer sees. They never get the investor's details. So that we want to make sure we clarify that. What a developer has to do is to build a marketing resource library with flyers, brochures. The company logo here is not visible to the agents. This is a company logo. It's a project logo, but the company logo, we do not allow developers details to be visible, but they can have their project logo on the project. The website banners, this is a website banner of the project, not of details. And the reason of this marketing resource library is these are the tools that the agent needs to be able to send to their clients. The commission agreement is uploaded, and the commission agreement is signed directly with the developer. So example, an agent, the developer uploads his project, puts an email address where he can be reached. The agent that applies to the developer will sign an agreement directly with that developer. For the purpose of this presentation, we want RE/MAX to be the company that brings the developers on board, that signs the commission directly with the developer, and therefore the commission agreement that you posted RE/MAX India is the commission agreement that you would want to sign with sub-agents globally. So you build an army of resources globally for agents to be able to represent your project and link back with you as RE/MAX, and you as RE/MAX are the forefront and the face of the developer. Let me know if there are any questions. There's a question. You see, yeah, the full screen is there now. Okay, the full screen is there. Okay. All right. Now, here's the agent process. So remember, the developer goes on and builds a whole marketing resource library, comes under a membership. There's a fee that's attached to that. They upload their project. They upload their inventory via an API. Remax is in the forefront of that developer. And now an agent from one part of India to the other logs in, or maybe an agent from the US or Canada. This is the process. This is their process. So developers upload and showcase their projects. They reach agents globally through an automated and integrated system, and approved agents can access the developer's marketing resource library. So developers showcase their projects to reach agents, build a marketing resource library, and manage agents' applications. Here, it would be the developer that uploads their project. Remax, because you're the one that's going to be reaching out to the developer, you have to sell the product to the developer to be on Relopedia, and the benefits of them being on Relopedia, building a marketing resource library, managing agents' applications would be by Remax India. How do you manage agents' applications? Very simple. You log in, you have your username and password, you see the agent's data. The agents that apply to represent this developer's project is an agent that is already registered and vetted on Relopedia. You as Remax would see their name and their credentials and their information. You can view their profile, send them a message. You just you have a pop-up, you click send agents application requirements, you'll be redirected to send a requirements page, and you click send buttons. You can ask them for any extra data that you need. What the agent has to do, they cannot individually log in to represent a developer. It must be the company, Remax India, that approves the agents that they want to work on the different projects. The agent that is approved by their company would click the DPAP, a pop-up box would appear. They would browse all the different developers' projects that are on Relopedia. This is an old logo of DP, by the way. They would log in, they would see the name of a developer, they browse, they apply to be the preferred agent of this developer. The developer then, after they click browse and apply, they can view the project, select the project that they like, they can look at the price, the project page, the status, and so forth. They click apply. Once they click apply, this application that you have just viewed on the developer side, this is the application that will be collated with your data, and it will go directly to the developer, which you will see on the developer's page that I've just showed you. Once you've been approved by the developer, you have access to the marketing resource library. Again, here is once you've been approved by Remax India, you then have access to the marketing resource library, where you can send flyers to your clients, brochures. You can send any data that has been uploaded by the developer. Again, when an agent sends a flyer to their client from the dashboard, the data of the investor is not logged into the system. So there is no track of that investor for the protection of the agent. So the agent is all about protecting the agent and all about protecting their rights and their commissions. This will show you a sample flyer. So if the developer doesn't have a flyer, he can just drop pictures into Relopedia. And this is a sample flyer that is auto-generated with project details, the agent's picture, the agent's details, and this is a flyer that you can send directly to your client. You can add a brochure. This is a sample brochure. If there isn't a brochure that's ready, our system will auto-generate a picture of the project, the details of the agent, where the agent is from, the starting price of the project, the amenities, and so forth, and a little bit about the agent. So this gives you an overview of the access that an agent has to a developer's project. So we, for instance, have just uploaded 2 new projects in Dubai. One is with Eagle Hills in Sharjah, and 2 projects for Eagle Hills, one in Fujairah and one in Sharjah. We also have uploaded another project with Luta. You can actually log on as an agent with Remax and request to represent that project, sign a commission agreement directly with the developer, and represent the developer for Remax India. So actually, we bring developers on board. You'll be able to represent them, whether the developer is here, whether the developer is going to be in Egypt or Morocco or the UK or the US. As the developers come on board, you as Remax India can have your agents represent these developers through the system. Now, we're in the process of ensuring that the commission agreements are uploaded. I'm not quite sure if they've uploaded their commission agreements yet, but you can apply to be their agent and communicate with the developer directly. So you have 2 developers now, again, on Relopedia that you can click and apply to be their preferred agent from India representing them, and then you can email each other with regard to the commission agreement. So this is a beautiful tool for you as Remax India to bring developers on board. We will prepare a developer's presentation that you can easily take to your developers, tell them the reasons why they should be on Relopedia, or you can make a general introduction. We then can give them the presentation from Dubai. We can log into a Skype call, and we can give the presentation online on behalf of Remax India. Have you all heard? Apparently it was lost for a while. Is everybody back on track? Sahil, is it all clear now?
Now it is. We lost you for around 30 seconds. Now it's clear.
How many slides back did you lose me?
Just this slide itself.
This one? Okay, I'm going to keep you on live and I'll keep everybody else muted, okay? So you can interrupt me if there's something is not clear. Okay, so which one is this? This is the DPAP for the Boxflow Peer Click projects to do. Okay, so a real estate agent that is registered with Remax India will go to their dashboard because they're a registered agent from Remax India. This is what we're working with Yatin now to do an integration. Your agents will be on board. They'll receive messages from us. They have a discounted rate. As Remax India, they have a discounted rate to upgrade their accounts. And they will be able to represent developers in other markets as well. So let's say they're on Relopedia, they're on their dashboard, they click DPAP. A pop-up box will appear and it will show a list of projects that are developers on board. Ignore DP. DP is not is not there yet. We're working with them, but we have other developers that are already on there that I'll tell you about. So you look at the different developers, you click and you look at the different projects. As an example, you look at this one project here. This is just a prototype. You look at the project, you look at the price range, you look at the status, you think, wow, this is something for my clients in India, or maybe your clients are elsewhere. They could be living anywhere. You apply to the DPAP, the Developers Preferred Agents Program. Your application, your details that have been integrated into Relopedia as a Remax agent, Remax India agent, will be collated on this form. So we always make sure that we tell agents, please make sure that you have your recent picture, make sure that you have your recent data, make sure that your phone numbers are correct, because the data that you put is the data that's collated. So this data, this application, is the same application that I showed you a few slides before that the developer receives. And they will open up your application and they'll view your data. Is that clear so far, Sahil?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Once the developer has approved you, you now, as the approved agent, can access the marketing resource library that the developer has built for the agent. Now, in the case of Remax, what we would want is we would want Remax India to present the, and we can work together on what kind of a presentation that you might need, to present to the developers in India on why they should be on Relopedia. Set up an appointment online. We will give the presentation, either myself or Paul, why they should be on Relopedia and why Remax India should represent them. We sell them the package, and then you become the agents that represent that developer on Relopedia. Remember that the developer's details and their phone numbers do not appear to those that are logging in, because we do not want investors to have direct access to a developer online. It always has to be, the developer's projects must be represented by the brokers, by the agents in their territory. So once the agent has been approved by the developer, they now have access to the flyers, to the marketing material, to banners, to a brochure and so forth that they can share with their clients. If there isn't a flyer that has been prepared by a developer, the system will collate, Relopedia will collate the image, the details of the project, and other images with the agent's name and details, and you as the agent can send this flyer to your clients about a new project that is in X location, without the developer's name, of course. If there isn't a brochure, the system will create a sample brochure to be sent to the client. Again, the agent from Remax will have their data and their phone number. So the name of the project would be here. It would be Viceroy Palm Jumeirah and the name of the agent. Now, when you have a name of a project, as we know in real estate, you can always bypass an agent, but those days are going to be, they're going to diminish as technology takes over and as online booking comes into place. This is why we do not like to have the developer's details on the project. We like to have the location, we like to have the type of the project, but the name of the names and the details are the agent's details that have been approved by the developer. So if a person logs in from Canada onto Relopedia and finds a project in India, we would like to see that it's Remax India that's representing, or agents from Remax India that are representing these developer projects. So that's the brief of what a developer project process looks like. Now, of course, there is the process of how a developer registers, how do they upload their project, how do they upload their inventory via an API. We give an API link that has all the fields of data that we need. We ask a developer to upload a commission agreement. If they don't have a commission agreement, then they can communicate the agent directly with the developer, or the agent or the investor communicates directly with Remax India, and you can sign all those agreements offline. But the reason why we leave it online is it just makes it a very simple attachment. You can do an online signing, and the rest is quite easy. So is it all clear? Has everybody understood the Sahil? Has it all been clear to you? Sahil, has it all been clear? So I'm going to unmute everyone, and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions. I'm unmuting everyone. So Surrender, Sikan, Sahil, Prem, long list. Umar, Kevin.
Yes, I said all clear, and as and when anybody has a question, they'll put it back to me and I'll ask you.
Fantastic.
Laura, your voice is breaking.
Okay. Yeah, Sahil, you're the only one that is unmuted. Yes, Sahil.
We can't hear.
Can you hear me
right
now? You can hear me now?
Hello?
Yes, Sahil, can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, let me find Sahil. Okay, Sahil, can you hear me? Does anybody have any questions? Okay, Sahil, do you have any questions?
I think my connection completely lost. I have just joined back. So there's one question that I have from the team. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
So
hear you.
there is one question from the team. Are there any legal implications of online agreement signing?
No, because the agreement that you're signing is a commission agreement. So implications by who?
Indrajit, can you elaborate on that particular thing?
So
didn't understand.
So if a developer uploads a commission agreement, and let's say I'm an agent in Dubai, and I'm an approved agent in Dubai, and I'm scanning through Realopedia and I find a developer's project in India, in Mumbai, and I think that this project would make sense to my clients, I log and I send a message to the developer that I'm interested to represent his project. The person that receives that application would be the person that is representing that developer. So in this case, it would be you, because you're the one that is going to bring developers onto Realopedia. So you receive that that inquiry, and then I tell you, okay, Sahil, that's great. I'd like to represent you as XYZ Real Estate. I'd like to sign a commission agreement. I sign a commission agreement with you under the laws of India, because I am a broker in Dubai. I am purchasing a property in India. I'm signing commission agreement that's under the laws and jurisdiction of India, because that is where the project is. So there are no legal implications other than I need to honor the commission agreement. You need to honor the commission agreement, and I have to honor the structure with you. And I have to honor the structure with you as per the laws of registration, or how you've told me that I need to register my client, so on and so forth. So it's a very simple process. There are no legal implications. We only ask that that's why we only work with real estate companies or agents that are vetted, that the agents work according to the rules and regulations of the country that they hold their license in, which is why we work with Remax India.
Sure.
And it's Remax India that is the registered broker company, and it's Remax India that will sign for the developer, and Remax India that would approve which agents within their individual offices that they acknowledge or authorize to represent that developer. So you might have 100 agents, but you only want 10 to represent. That's your call as an owner. It's your call. Right. But we do not accept individual Remax agents. They have to go through Remax office, because at the end of the day, they're your agents. That's how we look at it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Sahil?
Yes, I've been losing connection again and again, but I'm sure the team got their answer. Probably I'm in the poor connection. Another question which one of the team members asked, because I think they have joined a little bit late, and I
Yeah.
will have to go back to the basics. They want to understand the relationship, the exact relationship in brief. If you can tell about the relationship between Remax India and Relopedia, if in the next 2 minutes you can just brief about that, because that will
Sure.
give them a complete overview of the entire picture.
So Relopedia and Remax India have formed an alliance whereby we are a technology arm of real estate, and what we do is we empower Remax India in their market, which for you is India. We don't sell real estate. We empower agents to sell real estate through the portal, through networks that we create online. Now we're working in India with Yatin and with Gaurav and with Sam on other fronts as well. It's always about empowering the agents. So
Fair enough.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Now we give a discounted rate. So for the real estate agents that are registered with Remax India, we give a discounted rate to the members of Remax India once they upgrade their memberships. And this is something that I've discussed with Yatin. We're also rolling out Relopedia offices in India as a technology platform. And what we do is within these offices is we promote the Remax India agents to our offices. And that's something that you can discuss with Yatin and Gaurav if you want more information, but I'm more than happy to discuss it with you guys as well. But it's all about empowering Remax India on Relopedia, whether it's through whether it's through our networks, whether it's through the Relopedia networks, whether it's through developers that we have that contact us directly. We always like to give them back to Remax India and empower you guys.
Sure, that makes it clear.
Does that make sense?
Just give me another moment. I think somebody is typing in another question. Just give me a moment.
Sure. Somebody asked who initiates the project sign up on Relopedia, agent representing developer, or essentially the developer themselves. So Omar, let me answer this question for you. So the purpose here is to empower Remax India to be in the forefront of bringing developers onto Relopedia. We can work with you. We can create a presentation that you can take to the developers as to why they should be on Relopedia. And we can give the presentation for you. And we always honor that you are the one that brings the developer. So we empower you with the developer that you bring on board. We can do the presentation, whether myself or Paul, we can give a presentation. We can prepare a presentation to give you, and you can address the developer directly. Whichever way works for you, whichever way is easier for you. So we can you can do one sales pitch, we can do the other, and unity makes force. So you can tell us how you want to take that forward, and we're fine with either or. Your second question, it says, as per RERA norms in India, we must publish project RERA number on every ad, communication, digital media, etc. Hence, the investor always will be able to know which project it is, in spite of the name of the developer project is hidden. No, well, you have to look, Umar, in Dubai today, you cannot advertise anything unless it has a project number. So that project number has to be on every form of advertising. What we do not put is we do not put the developer's number for the investor to see. Now, the RERA number will be there. It's going to be very, the client that is going to look for the number, to go look for the project, to find out, they can just do a Google search. That will happen, and that people will do that. There's no way that you can, you're representing, example, Remax India is representing Damac in India. one of the projects example. Well, everybody knows who Damac is. Everybody can Google Damac. Everybody can find Damac's number and call them directly. But people want to work through trusted professionals because they feel that it's that professional that's going to protect them. So it's always that one-off that's going to go directly, and when they fall on their face, then they come back to the real estate company. So we have to publish numbers. You have to publish numbers in terms of the advertising number, but it doesn't really matter on Realpedia because it's the agent that's going to receive that investor or that inquiry. Let me know if that makes sense and if that clarifies, please. Did that make sense to you, Sahil?
Yes, it did.
Okay, great.
Just for my information, have we recorded the session? Would this be
Yeah.
available for us?
Yeah, I believe it's
Perfect.
recorded. Right?
Because
Yes, it's recorded.
there are a few people who have not been able to join this session, so probably a recording would be a must for us.
Sure, and then you can come up with any more questions that you have. Now, I'd
Of
like to
course,
show you.
I'm sure there'll be more questions.
Okay, I'd like to show you another presentation, which is the agents on Realpedia. Once they are registered and they upgrade their accounts and they get the discounted rate as a Remax India agent, this will show you the mobile app that we have. Now there's iOS and Android. Android picks up the data from the website, but iOS is more, for the moment, is more structured. So let me just show you what the app looks like. And you can download the app from the App Store. So the features that you have now on the home page are home, trending, properties, projects, and agents. On the home page, you have the data that we download. So we're integrated with RERA, we're integrated with Miami, we're integrated with, we have social media news, different data. And we would also like to reach out to Remax India to provide information on buying property laws. What does an investor look for in India? Where are the best neighborhoods to live in? Talk to us about the prices. Let us know what is the best ROI in India. Where are the upcoming projects? Do you have, whatever you have in terms of data as Remax India, in terms of newsletters, we can integrate that into the system, and therefore whenever you upload your new magazine or your new data, it will appear on the homepage of Realpedia, on the app. Okay, so you'll see different information that we have. So this is the first segment, which is the trend, which is the homepage. The second one is trending. Now, in this trending page, any agent that is upgraded on Realpedia that has their property on Realpedia, they have two different membership packages. They have a $99 a year, or they have $199 a year. We have reduced these prices, and we have a special price for Remax India. We'll send you those prices. So anybody that is upgraded, they have 3 featured listings or 5 featured listings. Those featured listings, if they have the right imaging, will be dropped into the trending page of property. It could be a video, it could be a beautiful image of a property, it could be a beautiful interior. When you click this image, it opens up to the page of the project that have the details of the agent. So it'll show, as soon as I click that box, I'll come into this property page. It'll have the price, where it is located, the square footage, and then the details of the agent, and you can call the agent. So you have call button, message button, and the location of that property. So if the images are, we have the specifications, right?
Yes.
So the images have specifications. In order for us to have a nice image here in the trending property page, or a nice video, this would be There's criteria for these images. Now this is where you can go to a developer, and your developer comes on board, you tell them, listen, you can sponsor this box here and put a beautiful video of your project minus his phone numbers, etc., and then you replace the numbers with Remax India. So this app is marketed through our social media, it's marketed through our magazine, it's marketed to our network. So it gives great exposure to projects, and it has the flag of the country that the projects that it is in. So we accept videos that come from Remax India because we know that the data is going to be vetted data. We can't just have any data be plugged into the system. So this is the property detail page that you can also look at. This is the property list page. So if somebody wants to browse through the property list page again, but you can search by country. You can, down here, if you look at this button, you can search by country, and it will filter out the property. You click the button and it will tell you what's for sale, what's for rent, and the agent that's representing the property. This just gives you the project page of a project, a developer's project. Again, this is Luta. This is a new project in Dubai. We have two new projects that we'd like your agents to log into and represent. One is Luta, and another one is Eagle Hills. And Eagle Hills has two projects, one in Fujairah and one in Sharjah. So I encourage Remax India to log online and register and represent. But again, I'm waiting for Yatin to do the integration for that. This is a list agent page, so any agent that's listed and uploaded, these are actual agents on Relopedia. You can, just like in LinkedIn, you can click, you can find the agent. I'll tell you right now, Tio Giovannis is one of my brokers in Canada, in Montreal, excellent agent. He's Canadian Greek, and anybody that wants to buy in Canada, I would highly recommend you to contact Tio. You've got Patricia Del Rincon, who's in Texas, and she also represents Mexico. She's fantastic. She would be a great agent to represent your projects on Relopedia. Really somebody great to connect with. And that's it. So this is the iOS, and I would like you to. I want to speak to Yatin and just make sure that we expedite getting Remax India, all of your offices uploaded, and then getting your agents to come on board and upgrade their accounts at a discounted rate, which we're going to give you guys. And let's start networking on Relopedia, and let's start bringing developers on board. Anytime you need us to help you with presenting to developers, we'll be more than happy to do that as well. So again, if there are any questions, please let me know. Omar, you asked me another question. You said, does the developer pay subscription to be on Relopedia? Of course. There's a membership fee on Relopedia for developers. I will send you the presentation for developers with the cost of project, of how much it costs, and the advantages to be on Relopedia, exposure in the magazine as well. I'll also send you a copy of the magazine we did for India, for India, and also the one that we did at the launch of NAR, when we signed an agreement with NAR India. So I'll send you both, and I'll send you a developer's presentation. So when you or someone in your office gives the pitch to a developer, we're always there as a backup to give the presentation online with you. We'll arrange a webinar and we'll come on board. Now, Paul Jabara, who is the director of marketing that some of you have met in India, is online with us today. So Paul can always be in the forefront, as myself, to to speak to your developers and assist with bringing them onto Relopedia. So if that's the first question, and then you sent me a second one, and then you told me Yatin is recorded. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so those are the questions, Omar. Let me know if you have any other questions. Not just Omar, anyone. Prem, Shrikant, Surrender. Anyone else, guys? Aniket, Kevan? No more questions. Okay, so what I will do, Sahil, was that clear?
Yeah, I've been, I think, going on and off in terms of the connection. The audio has been very poor from my end.
Okay.
So that's okay. I think everybody else is on it. They've been asking questions to you.
So what I'll do, Sahil, I will prepare a developer's presentation, which we already have. I'll send it across to you. I'll send it across to you. And then I don't know who in the company will be the one in the forefront to go and meet developers to encourage them to be on Relopedia. We can always help with that. I'm here. Paul is there. He's online as well. So we can help you with the presentation when you give it to the developers. And then again for Remax India, we're waiting for Yatin for us to do the integration so that your agents are on Relopedia. Then they will receive communication from us as to upgrading. We give them a discounted rate for you guys, and then they can start representing developers on Relopedia through the different offices that you have. We already have 2 developers I set on board that I really like you guys to network with immediately. So I'll send everything across to you. Okay. You're good, Sahil? Sahil, all is good?
Oh yes, I think one thing I would request you is to share the link of this webinar because we will definitely have to go through this again because of the poor audio connection on
Okay.
my end at least. I don't know about others. I think some people have been going it fairly through, like Umar.
Okay. So I will send you the
Yeah,
link. I'll send you the link.
sure.
I will send you the developer's presentation with the price list. Then we have the magazine. I'll show you a magazine of India so that they can see what it actually looks like. If they, once they're on board, they'll see the page that they'll be on in the magazine.
Sure.
And then for Yatin, I'm waiting for him to register Remax India, all of the offices of Remax India. And then we'll send an XML link so that each one of your offices, those agents are integrated into Relopedia. Once that happens, then they get an automated mail and they understand that they get a discount, which we'll tell you anyway. They get a discount for being upgraded on Relopedia, and that puts them in a networking role. It puts them in a connectivity. They can represent developers. There's all kinds of benefits for them. Yeah? Yeah, Sahil, makes sense?
I could hear half the things that you said.
Okay.
I've been losing audio in the last 20 minutes on and off
I know.
completely.
It goes from active to mute, unmute to mute. It just keeps flicking.
Yes,
What I
yes.
said was I'll send the presentation of the developer with the price list,
Yeah,
and I'll send
yeah.
the audio link. I will also
Sure.
I'm also waiting for Yatin to register all of the
Uh-huh.
Remax India offices with phone number
Okay.
and an email address of the main communicant from that office.
Got
And
it.
then all the
Got
agents
it.
of the respective offices will be uploaded onto Relopedia with their data, with recent pictures, make sure their phone numbers are correct, and their listings. This is all for free. That's for free. Now,
Sure.
once your
Sure.
agents want to start upgrading, it gives them a load of benefits. So I will send you the list of benefits for the agent, and I will give you the discounted price for your office. Yeah, I lost you again. I will send you the agent.
Yes. Yes.
I'll send you the agent list, and I'll send you the discounted list. So
Sure.
I'll
Sure.
send you 3 different emails.
Sure.
Okay?
Yes. Sure.
Fantastic. And please, just let us know. Just send us email for whatever you need. We're here.
Okay. Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Okay, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for attending today. I really appreciate it. And Paul does as well. He says hello from the UK. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to drop us an email. And I'll be sending you an email between today and tomorrow answering all the questions along with the webinar link.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Laura,
Thanks,
for the
guys.
webinar.
Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
We'll bother you with a couple of questions again once your email is there and the
You
recording
never
is available with
bother
us.
me. It's never
Yeah.
bothering. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Sahil. Bye, guys.